Hello and welcome back to Dark Souls. I am Lord Forwind here playing, well, obviously Dark Souls. Between last episode and this episode, I did some exploring because I haven't played this game in a while and I died. So you'll notice we have slightly less stuff, less Estus Flask. Well, actually, we have the same amount of Estus Flask but less souls. So we're just going to play the game normally. Nothing fancy here. Which means I gotta fight my way through all these guys over and over. We'll see how I can do this. The trick really is to just not get hurt. Yeah. Let's trigger this guy. There we go. Nice and easy. No damage taken. Yeah, that's what I was watching out for. There's a firebomber guy up above who's throwing firebombs on us, which do a lot of damage. So let's just quick heal. And then go kill the firebomber. And then hopefully not die to these guys. Honestly, to some degree right now, hacking and slashing our way through everything is the solution. So that's what I will be doing. Okay, Soul of a Lost Undead, those are always useful. Obviously we're going to conserve as many of those as possible because there's no real point in spending those if you don't have to. Kill the giant evil mutant mouse, because that's not horror inducing at all. I'm not entirely sure why the game is so much darker than what I'm seeing on my screen. Also, I've upped the game volume, so in case you've noticed that. Let's get back into it. There we go. Sorry, whenever I tap out, it freezes the game, which is weird. So let's do this properly. Not die. Let's just heal quick. We've got enough Estus Flasks to get us to the next area, so. Okay. That was nice and easy. There is stuff down there, but I don't want to mess with that area, at least until I've got to the next checkpoint. Which, well, the next soul thing. Well, firebomb. That's kind of convenient. Okay, so obviously smash everything. Pretty much the rule of Dark Souls is if you see anything that's smashable, smash it, because there might be something valuable. Okay. Also, there's all these really annoying messages like hidden path ahead, which is a death sentence, so don't ever believe those messages half the time. If you play Dark Souls, the odds are they're trying to kill you. So, however, this is not something trying to kill me. Another soul, which is nice. You can't make that jump, but it's still fun to try. At least I don't think you can make the jump. You're supposed to go from higher up. Besides, it would put me in trouble. So here is, yeah, dragon, everyone. There are dragons. It is Dark Souls. Now I have to survive this area, which is kind of a bit of a pain, so hopefully I can bait some of them into chasing me. The problem is that guy up there with a crossbow, or just bow in general. Because he does a nasty amount of damage. So let's quickly run to a point he can't shoot me at. Or at least I hope he can't shoot me at. And he still can, of course. Heal. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make this easy on myself. Get to the checkpoint, come back, kill those guys. It's easier to kill them from the back than it is the front. So, rest at bonfire. We have enough. We don't have enough souls to level up. Fair enough. Okay. So what I can do now is I can do this quickly, which makes my life a lot easier. There we go. Okay. Now I can actually clear this area without fear of instant dying due to crossbows. Okay. Let's get there's a better shield through here, which is what we want. Because our basic starting shield is kind of terrible. It has, I mean, it has some bonuses for it, but it doesn't reduce damage as well as the current one I'm going to put on. So, yeah, there we go. It finally changed. And now to deal with some of the more exciting people in the game, shield users. I hate fighting these guys. Especially two at once is always annoying. Come on. Also, it doesn't help that we don't do any damage right now. And they can heal as well, which also sucks. Boy, I am really sloppy all of a sudden. Normally I can kill these guys without taking damage. The trick is to do stuff like that and backstab them. But 2 makes it slightly harder because both of them guard each other. What do we get? Titanite shard. Nice. Okay. There is a merchant right here we want to visit.
Well, you seem to have your wits about you. Then you are I trade for souls. Everything's for sale.
So let's see what he's got. So he has stuff. Oh, let's buy this residence key, which is good. I don't think any of these weapons have a better. Scimitar has a pretty good dexterity scaling. Reinforced club. The club here is an A scaling for strength, but we don't need that. Spear is not bad with a C. Obviously, bow scales off dexterity as well. But I think I want to try a dexterity build rather than a damage. Like a strength, which you can do with clubs. So I think that's all we want to buy from this guy, because everything else is too expensive. Yeah. What a waste of time, go fall off a cliff. Aren't you nice? Okay. That guy is to try and ambush you, but since I know he's there, the ambush kind of isn't dangerous. This area, is it here? No, it's the next area. There's another ambush. I gotta be a little bit careful. I think I've defeated the ambush just by not being there at the time. Or at least part of it. Okay, come on. I'm taking way too much damage from fighting these guys. I am sloppy. It's been about 6 months since I even touched a Dark Souls game. I was playing some of Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. That's a... in some ways it makes the combat of Dark Souls look easy, which is kind of sad. Okay, throwing knives. Now we can make this jump here, which is tough to do. There, yeah. Okay. Not that it gets us that much, but there is a point to it all. It puts me, well, back here if I wanted to. So it's actually not a really useful thing, to be honest. But it does get you this crossbow and a bolt if you want it, which is always usually a good choice to have bows, I've noticed. Oh, I thought he was going to double attack. I guess he didn't want to that time. Okay, that deals with him. I'm just going to go through and grab all this loot. This is the ambush point. Ah, yeah, I'm right now. There is this guy who's annoying. There we go. Heal up. I'm taking way too much damage, to be honest, but I don't usually play light characters. This is what I want to do to avoid. There we go. Problem solved. For the moment. Enemy ahead, yeah. There's of course an enemy ahead. There's more ambushes. Rubbish. Oh, that's annoying. You can just ignore this entire area of this area, but I want some XP, so. Only way to get it, kill people, so. Oh, and I just wasted the firebomb because I accidentally changed what I had equipped, and I've... There we go. Let's not waste any more items if possible. I just want to collect all the loot that's available up here before I go anywhere else. One humanity, which is nice. Then we simply drop down here, and we're back to this area as well. Which means I have to survive this guy. This guy. Which is reasonably easy because I attack faster right now. Once I stop attacking faster than enemies, it's a problem. And now all I have to do is go back to the bonfire. Because we have a bow, but I don't think I'm going to use the bow right now. So. And we still don't have enough souls to spend on anything. So I might do a quick soul run here, kill this guy and the other guy right there, and then go back to the bonfire to level up fully. That is, if this guy can figure out how to climb a set of stairs. But he's got a friend, so that's fun. Okay. You also hear all those explosions? Yeah, that's actually people trying to attack me in-game, which is really stupid because I'm not that easy to kill. Not from that distance. So now I got to do this again, but we did level up, get a little bit more damage, which is always useful. There we go. Problem solved. So it's those guys right up there. They're throwing explosives at me. They don't run out either, which is painful, and I'm apparently being attacked from behind. Sorry about that. Let's deal with these two idiots. Fast attacking for the win, and then there's this guy who is kind of hard to kill initially. Unless you do that, and then it's easy. Backstabbing for the win. We now have a longsword if we want to use it, which I kind of don't. I want to go inside here. There's going to be an enemy. There's always an enemy, pretty much around every corner. And that's really the only purpose here. Other than to tell you there is a staircase there later on in the game. There's nothing... wait, there was this pathway up here, which gets us a treasure chest. Black fire bombs. So, despite me randomly wasting like 4 or 5 of them, we have them back. Aren't we lucky? Let's just quick go through here and equip that stuff. Because right now I don't want to use it. And, see if I can lure that idiot out. See that guy right there walking towards us? He throws fire bombs. Okay, that worked out pretty well actually. That also dealt with those guys. There's enemies up here I gotta deal with. Otherwise they'll attack me from behind, potentially, so... Plus more firebombs. Or actually, in this case, souls. I forgot that. It does look like you can walk over there, but there's no point in walking on that area over here. There's no items, but it's kind of a cool graphics look, I guess. Okay, let's quick go kill this archer. There's an archer up this staircase. If you don't kill him, he shoots you in the back. Never let it be said that the designers of Dark Souls did not put enemies in the most annoying places possible. Because they did. Deliberately. We can use our residence key here. Get this treasure chest. And more importantly, also summon the enemies that we're going to be fighting. Gold pine resin, we're going to want that for the boss fight. Coming up in a moment. But right now I got to kill this guy. And because I was in a attack animation, that other guy's sword went right through me. It didn't even hurt me, which is kind of hilarious. I didn't get a backstab, but I did get good position on him. That is really annoying, that flickering. But anyway, praise the sun. There is really no sun, but we'll ignore that. I am not going to go down here because there is a deadly enemy down there, and I prefer not to die at the moment. I got to trigger this, though. There is a trap up there. Let's see if I can actually manage to trigger it. It kills the guy who uses it, which also is kind of hilarious because he essentially just committed suicide. Because we have the master key, we could go down this staircase here and get to a whole new area, but there's a really strong boss at the bottom, so I'm going to avoid that at the moment. And oops, that was stupid of me to roll off the edge there. I can't remember, but I think there's some loot somewhere up here. Might not be on this floor either. Yeah, okay. As usual, always keep one shield up while walking around unknown places. That's the guy I want to kill, though. There we go. Twinkling Titanite. Rare weapon enhancing items. They're always useful. Honestly, it's time for a boss fight. Let's see if I can survive this. We have gold pine resin, which the boss is weak to. I'm going to detach those fire bombs. Yeah, let's see what I can do here. First things first is there's soldiers up here. Skeletal soldiers we want to kill. Ow. There you go. They do a lot of damage, but I prefer not to be shot in the back by crossbows, you know? Little things that make life easier. Not getting shot by crossbows is one of them. Okay. Cost us 1 Estus flask, which kind of sucks. Let's see how this goes. So, first things first, apply gold pine resin, pull out Estus flask, start boss fight. Oh, he hit me a little bit there. And he hit me once again, but I only need one more hit on him. Got him. So for those of you who don't play Dark Souls a lot or are stuck on it, the key is the gold pine resin. It does damage. It does some seriously nasty damage to him, of all people. Since we got out of that with some stuff, I will, I guess, progress forward a little bit more, see if we can get to another save point, maybe? I can't remember. We got a homewards bone, so I can always go back. Large soul of an undead. Let's quick heal. Okay. I'm trying to remember where you have to go after all this mess. That's locked. Oh yeah, we can talk to this guy. It's another CPU.
Hello. You don't look hollow. Far from it. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time.
So, we want to talk to him again.
Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment.
Obviously we say yes.
The way I see it, in a land brimming...
I'm going to kind of skip some of this.
This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this.
It gives us a white soapstone, so you can get, like, help. Yeah, it's just a co-op item. Allows you to do co-op stuff. It's, yeah, that's really what it does. Oh, I don't remember where I'm supposed to go now. Ideally, I have to get across there because the place we need to go is way up there. But with 4,000 souls, I think I might take the easy way out of this and return to the last bonfire because it's the end of the episode and 4,000 souls at this point is a considerable amount of level ups. So we'll get a little bit of health and then pretty much pour the rest into dexterity. So that will be it for this episode. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this, and I will try and remember what happens next because I really don't remember. So see you all guys all then. Bye for now.